We are live with everybody except Ashton, who should be here but is AFK. But hey, everybody, welcome to session 3 of Sigil and Shadow, as we have cast members not here, cast members getting makeup done, cast members stoned. Real fun night.
So a normal Tuesday.
Yeah, normal Tuesday.
How dare you? That's out of my system.
Are you sure? Because you never even put dabs in the chat.
You haven't blessed the chat.
Look,
Moss.
You've been busy giggling instead of blessing the chat. That tells me all I need to know.
I don't deserve this behavior.
Hey, it's not City of Mist character creations levels. We'll be okay.
That's not Moss. And Ashton isn't here to feel the burn you just dished. I mean, Ashton wasn't really there for City of Mist character creation either, so.
We'll just have to repeat to make sure that everything's heard.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, no, yeah, I am still high.
Damn it.
Because my hands do the thing where it hurts when I laugh. Oh, no, wait. That could just be the laughter.
That's gonna be real fun tonight, everybody. All right, Ash, you good?
One, don't worry.
All right.
Got a head nod.
You missed Mary
I
giving.
have an abrasive personality.
Ashton, you did miss Mary giving a sick burn in your general direction, so you're now not aware of it.
I wasn't the first person to ever make the burn. I just repeated it.
No, you used one of mine, which is how I know it's hurtful.
Dollar Store Amy Winehouse?
No, it's a Ashton as stoned as City of Mist character creation.
No.
Oh no, I see it.
Dollar Store Amy Winehouse? Yeah. I do not remember who called me that. Someone called me that once and I was like, that is the sickest burn I've ever gotten. That is incredible. And you're right.
I'm sorry, both you are more expensive than that and more insulted than that because
At
you are dollar
$5 and below.
You are Dollar General Amy Winehouse.
I guess. I mean, I don't know the difference. I think
Dollar General Amy Winehouse wouldn't know the difference. All right. Now we've lost most of our viewers.
Are we live?
Yes, we've been live. We've been vamping for you to get back.
I had to help my mom with the TV.
That's okay.
The last we left off.
Well, everyone knows now.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was also all live. But hey, everybody, welcome to a new episode. Or hey, everybody, welcome to a new session of Sigil and Shadow. We're in session 3 of our first true arc. Last week, you all actually visited the, was it Johnson or Anderson? That's what it is.
Yep.
You all visited the I Can't Write mattress, apparently. You all visited the Anderson house during the day. And quite haunted even during the day if you're psychically sensitive.
Uh-huh.
Or if you just piss off the ghost.
I mean, they're getting pissed off by someone being psychically sensitive. Delilah did find a journal on the other side of the veil and brought it into the mortal world, which had a lot of backstory as well as scribblings of a name called the Shadow Warden. And the final page, one side, it was ripped in half And on one side of the half of the page looked like parts of a diagram or a map. You couldn't really decipher it without the other half. And the other side, you were able to make out that it was likely almost a photo negative of the Knight of Pentacles tarot card. Since then, you all went back to, I believe you went to Delilah's to do the spell. Mars decided not to do anything because Mars doesn't do magic.
Mars got drunk.
Well, everyone else worked together. You did your first group roll to get magic done, finding out how much easier magic is as a group. And we finished with you successfully casting, I forget the name of the school. It's the Pharmacological School of Magic. I think it's Pharmamagica.
Pharmakia.
Pharmakia. A Pharmakia spell to reach out to the visages for answers. Mercury, Alexandria, and Delilah, inhaling the vapors from the spell, have fallen backwards onto the floor, eyes rolling back. Does Mars do anything when this happens?
Possibly stumbles in and also accidentally inhales the vapors. Be like, whoa, wake up. Why do I feel dizzy?
I am fine with that. I am going to need you to make a willpower check.
It's a 58 and my willpower is 50.
So do you want to spend a bone to reroll?
Sure. 27.
All right, so you succeed. As not only do you get knocked out, you get carried along with the spell. All of you find yourself somewhere new. At first, you all slip into darkness as you lose consciousness. And then there's a faint ticking sound. Then a couple more in rhythm until there's dozens of various ticking sounds and clacking sounds and the sounds of movement before your vision begins to come to. And you find yourselves where the floor you are on is identical to Delilah's front room, but it's about an 8-foot diameter circle that is exactly the same as Delilah's room. Beyond that, the ground is crumbling and flaking away, almost as if they're cliff edges on a floating island of actual reality. All around you is darkness, but in the shadows you see thousands of gears of various sizes moving, all in unison. Some at different speeds because of their size, but they are all intertwined. First, the three of you come to. As you are all starting to get your bearings together at the same time, there is a gong sound, almost as if a grandfather clock chime. And landing near you onto the ground is Mars, also arriving.
Oh, hey.
What are you doing here?
y'all were passed out. And I thought I was drinking. I didn't know you guys were having a party. So,
we're having an out-of-body experience? That's amazing.
Oh, that makes way more sense.
What do emissaries of the Court of Shadows have in this realm? A faint glow sparks as in the distance you see this bluish light up, almost as if a magical crystal begins to glow. Do you say anything as it slowly starts floating towards you?
Oh, pretty.
Before we answer, let me just take a mental picture so that I always remember this. Okay, I'm good.
Where the crystal passes begins lighting up, similar to when you go into like an office building and all the lights are on motion sensors and the halls light up where you are. Showing more gears further in. As it clicks closer and closer.
You were here to talk to the visage.
As it gets closer, you realize there's something underneath it as well.
I don't remember why.
It appears metal. But once the lights click on, the glinting makes even more sense. Until as it gets even closer, you notice it is a suit of almost plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
In this copper and silver metals interlaced with gears and stars. There is a cloak billowing behind it, which you now realize the lights you're seeing flicker on and off are actually this almost translucent cloak, that when you see the inside of the cloak, it is lighting what is behind it. Almost as if when you look through the cloak, everything is lit, even though the cloak itself does not emanate light.
Hey, can I get this cloak in real life, though?
That's really dope.
Huge fan, first of all.
The glowing crystal is fitted around fabric from the cloak as if a hood. The crystal seems almost as if a mask with no eyes. It's roughly in the shape of a face, and very faintly you can catch indents that remind you of a face, but there is absolutely no features to it. What questions does the Court of Shadows have for a Reaper?
Question.
Oh my God, I have so many questions.
Not asking like him a question. I'm asking for Mary's knowledge.
Yeah.
Court of Shadows. What group was that? I don't.
You
remember.
have not been told anything about courts.
Okay.
Your confusion is allowed to be just as confused. One of you here
I forgot what I know about.
May have some understanding what that has to do with. You all, for a refresher, wanted answers about the Shadow Warden. Wanted answers about this Knight of Pentacles and how to deal with them. And you decide to research to a visage, which one of you already interacts with a visage, but visages are the closest thing the universe has to gods.
Well,
Your Pharmaca, definitely not powerful enough to be able to dial in specifically to a visage. So you hit shuffle on a playlist of about 1,000, and this is who you found. And they picked up the phone.
I guess I'll speak up. While I'm personally not. Oh wait, I'm not British in this game.
Nora's here.
Wrong
Shit,
game.
Nora's here. Wrong game. That's Friday.
We can't have Nora here. It'll be bad for everyone.
Delilah's just gonna say, while I'm not associated with the Court of Shadow, we are asking questions.
No, you are not. One of you here is an emissary for the Shadow Court's Magi.
My bad. I just wanted to help them do the magic since I'm better at it. Possibly.
I sense naivety in you.
Yeah,
There
a
is
little
no
bit.
guilt in what you have said.
Did I do something wrong?
I must be wary when dealing with emissaries of Shadow. But, and there's another kind of distant click, and a faint light begins to illuminate this area where you realize it's the black void just kind of becomes this faint white void, still of infinite gears and mechanisms. But now things are better lit.
Mars is looking around, is probably still tipsy / drunk, and like, whoa, that was
Yes.
How many questions do we get? And does that count as a question? And wait.
So, as with all things, I am not here to trick or deceive. You reached for answers, and you have found me. I am the Reaper of Justice.
Ooh. Wow, big fan.
Not
Big
in the
fan.
forms you may understand.
Even bigger fan.
Cosmic justice moves much slower and is much more permanent. As he is speaking, the glow to his face slightly pulses with each speech, but that is the only movement you catch in it.
Okay, so what is the range of the questions that we can ask? Is it going to be?
Why don't we just ask questions?
Okay.
I will inform you. For cosmic justice is cause and effect, is the continuation of everything and the loss of nothing.
What?
You gain knowledge, you will lose knowledge. The knowledge you gain will be on par to the knowledge you lose.
I can afford to lose knowledge.
I can't.
I can't.
One of you who
Oh, maybe.
cannot afford not to know.
Dang it.
So I will give you a fair decision, A or B. Decision
The hardest
A,
thing you could possibly
as
say.
a hand,
you're going to give us answers.
as
Sorry.
the metal hand raises up and a swirl of kind of copper threads interweave around all of it. I can give you each one answer to a question you need to know, but you do not get to ask the question. And he closes his hand and the threads like all kind of just unravel. He holds up his other hand and there's this almost miniature black hole with a galaxy of purple and teal stars around it. Or I can give you 3 questions of your decision, but if you choose the question, I choose the price. And he closes
I vote
that hand.
A.
Do we have a price for the first one?
You will gain the knowledge of the answer,
But no
but
choice in the
not
question.
a choice in the question.
Oh, but we don't lose any knowledge, and we do know what the question is.
I did
We
not
don't know
state
the question.
what the question is. Merely the
Oh,
answer.
so you're just gonna say some? Okay, okay.
I really like option A.
Option A, we don't lose anything.
It's
So
like-
I really like
But
that.
we don't necessarily get what we need.
It's like drawing a tarot card. I love it.
Well, I'll be honest, I really can't afford to lose any
With
knowledge, and I'm
option
worried about what it would
A,
be.
you lose agency to fate. With option B, you will lose yourself to curiosity.
In there.
I
You
think
have
we still get
entered
the
my
answers that we
realm.
need.
And there is not an option C. One will be chosen before you leave.
I still think A is a good choice because it's what we need to know, and I don't have to think of a question. Or choose one. Or choose 3. Choosing's hard.
I would choose A if it were me. And it is partly me. So that's gonna be my vote is A.
So 2 for A.
Also, that means we give 4 questions answered because you said you're gonna give each of us an answer, and then
Yes.
the other one we only get 3 questions answered. So we get an extra question here. So really we're gaining way more.
She has a point.
Delilah, any thoughts?
Sorry, what did you say, Nikki?
Any thoughts?
Personally, option A seems like an easy one, but we may not get we may not get what we came here for. We get what we need, but that what we need may not be what we think we need at the time.
Out of character, we know that Mercury needs a particular answer. And realistically, Mars would think that she would get that. I think Mars, who's highly determined and overconfident, is going to be like, I think we'll get what we need, 100%. We have all the right people here. Probably. No, definitely. Yeah, we have the right people.
Out of character, trusting fate is going great for me.
Looks like A it is. Yeah.
Seems like that is what has been chosen.
Who's first?
And if it is in unison, all are agreed. Emissary of the Magi of Shadow. You are the reason I gave this option. Because
that
of the
vibe.
naivety I sensed in you.
Yeah.
There are many courts in the cosmos, Emissary. Shadow being one of the most dangerous. Remember, you can read facts in the light. In shadow, those are all obscured and meaningless.
I didn't know it was going to be a riddle.
It is
You're
no
the right
riddle.
Toto.
It is but the second half of a conversation you have not thought to have.
Yep.
If you know the question, the answer makes all the sense. Sister of the Emissary, I will tell you yours.
Oh, is that me?
Yes. He is not dead, but someone else will be pulling the strings next time you see him.
What? Mm. There's only one. There's only.
If you are confident in that, then you know the question.
I got fucking chills.
Dad's not dead.
What? Wait, can I hear this?
The
this stuff?
excitable one. It just moves on to the next. The excitable
That's
one.
me.
Never lose your enthusiasm. Even
Okay.
if others begin to call it madness. It will be the way you find yourself home when you need it. And finally, the ancient one.
Ruchi's barely like 28, 9.
That's really
You are
mean.
not
I don't know how old you are,
lying, but you are not telling the truth. If you wish to move on, you will have to choose to let go. No one else. Remember, travelers, the cosmos is vast and ever stretching. There are many courts and many realms. You had fate shine on you to land in the realm of justice and to find the one where all answers end. It was wise to choose fate as your answer. But now it is time to wake up. And you all wake up on the ground.
As Mars is waking up, I was like, wait, no. Damn it.
And nothing on the Shadow Warden.
I was hoping for a universal truth or something, not just.
He said he would give the answers you each need.
I know, and I needed to know something very
Do
important
you
about
want
the
him
universe.
to have been like the excitable one, 42?
Oh my god, that would have given me so much information. I wanted to know who killed John Benet Ramsey or something.
You've been given a lot more information you didn't have beyond those 4 questions, by the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out mine.
Pay attention and parse out what was said, because you just met the Reaper of Justice. You just met possibly the most honest being in the universe.
I think he was saying that Dad's alive.
That guy was hot.
From parsing it, his body may be, but there may be a new caretaker.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that means
that was a lot.
That means it could be the shadow person that was there. What if the shadows are connected?
We've done a lot tonight.
I'm questioning choices.
I think people need a good night's rest.
I don't think I'm gonna sleep.
Slumber party?
I'll go home, but I'm not gonna sleep.
Now, here is the thing. You also told Miss Anderson, Sarah, to spend a night in the hotel, and you would handle this.
We
In a
did say a
couple
few
of
nights. Yep.
Yeah.
We said multiple nights.
Just, there is a family with a child living in this house. If you want to sleep off the rest of the night, I will not stop you.
I
But it
did
is
give her
one
enough
less
money
night.
for multiple nights.
You did.
So
I am just stating it is one less night. It is one less night. The husband will put up with this because you have not met him. You do not know how willing he is to go along with this. It is one more night that if something is looking for Emily, it may go to find her.
So
I don't want to sleep.
I don't. As much as I think sleep would be good and more preparation needed, that's what I was hoping this would be for. And I feel like there's a different side that starts to show a little from the therapist facade of immense frustration at what just happened.
Yeah, Delilah, I have a feeling this may not be the first time you've dealt with a visage, given what we've discussed.
Absolutely not.
why was
Like,
he
it's
calling
just
you
another
old?
name on the list.
Out of character knowledge, retroactively, because we randomly determined which visage. But would this kind of be one of those that Delilah, oh, I didn't know where we were going, and Delilah knew exactly where they were going?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I chose it for a reason, and these guys chose fate, which I knew was the wrong answer because I've done this before.
That depends on how much you're willing to sacrifice. You ask me, fate was the right answer, but I'm also the GM. I am fate.
True. Delilah knows the risk reward ratio and has more time to spend, I guess. So
true.
It's kind of a drop in the bucket.
Oh, the mysteries. But yes, who is going back to the house tonight after all of this? Also,
if anybody else was going, Mars is going.
I will say, as a side effect of this, I need everyone, since everyone is affected, to make a strength resistance check. Because the spell you just did was, I consume a lot of drugs.
Hey, I got an 8 strength.
Yay, 33.
All right. Oh, a critical success.
42 out of 45.
All right. With
42, you said?
42.
With a critical success, Delilah, I will let you, if you want, I'm going to have this cost more than a critical success. You can spend a bone to essentially scoop up a vial of what this stuff was to get one more use of the spell, single dose, where you would have to like huff it at any point. Like you could cap it in the vial.
Yeah, I would do that.
So essentially you woke up before everybody else and snatched that before they even knew. Yeah, you want to spend a bone on top of a crit success? I'll give you that item.
I'm a keeper and I'm keeping this information from them.
No. You spent the bone for it. You're not getting a bone for doing it.
That's fine.
It's a good try though.
I gotta try.
Look, I appreciate and respect the hustle, but no.
Well, if you guys are going, I'm going. And she pulls out her shotgun from the back.
Let me get my whip.
All right. So no one failed their strength check. Strength resistance, right?
Well, hold on.
Oh no.
Oh, no. What'd you get?
88.
Oh, so you crit failed.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend a bone to re-roll this?
What would not re-rolling be? Is it
I'm not going to tell you. It's a critical failure.
Yeah, but like, is it a fun critical failure?
You're going to have the failure effect and something else. A secret Mousecatool we're going to use later.
All right, I'll spend a bone. I don't care.
Secret goddamn Mousecatool.
Dude.
What is it?
86.
It's not a critical failure. So you'll get the fail effect, but not the Mousecatool.
Well, no. fail because it's interesting. No, okay. Take the fail.
Okay. You have the dazed condition, which means you
What does that
take
mean?
minus 10 to all actions.
Okay, that's fine.
Am I still dazed?
When did you get dazed again? From
drinking.
drinking, right? And then you just took the drugs. How
But I
much of
passed
a
the strength test.
yeah? How much of a success did you get?
I got an 8 out of 45.
Okay. We're gonna cut that in half and make it a -5 instead of -10.
Okay.
Can I know what the Muscatool was since I didn't get it?
Sure. As soon as you used your third eye, it wasn't going to be your third eye. You were going to be taken to a visage. But I was going to roll.
I should have done it.
I was going to roll randomly for who.
Oh, that would have been bad. That would have
That
been really
could
bad.
be very bad.
Yeah, but it would have been
That could
so
be
much
like
fun.
the
Okay.
gesture of corpses.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Until it
Okay, whatever.
flays you immediately for laughs.
You know, I had a great time talking to Tanya in the Friday game. I think that it would have been a fun
Yes.
experience for me. But
The GM remembered that interaction for later.
you're gonna use it against me so bad. Okay.
Okay, to the Gibby Moon, you survive.
One of the visages
Curiosity-
is just going to be a
curiosity really
moon
killed
with the
that.
face of Gibby.
Don't even.
But yes, no, I've begun working on them. All of the different arcane aspects share commonalities across all of the different archetypes that can happen. So there is essentially 50 different courts of visages,
Ooh.
each with 20 members of the court. There are 1,000
cool.
possibilities. You're making a
That's very
gamble when
cool.
you do that. Oh yeah, it's super cool. The official rules I will state is that visages are supposed to have 4 aspects to each like personality, and like that makes them detailed and layered. I love them as just like hard archetypes, and there is literally 1,000 of them in courts and a structure. There's a build to it
Very
that's
good.
gonna uncover, you know,
I'm
like
very excited.
White
This is
Council
like-
levels of bullshit once we get that far into the campaign. But yeah, the drugs will slightly stimulate Mars, so you're like kind of tipsy but not fully dazed. -5. Alexandria is fucking blotzed from the drugs, full dazed.
Now, is this high Alexandria or is this more drunk Alexandria?
It'd be
what's the
high. I
vibe
mean, you
here?
inhaled vapors from a drug cocktail
So
for
high.
a spell. Yeah.
Got it. I just needed to know how to play it. Got it.
Yeah.
But
This was
we-
like you guys did a bunch of peyote in the living room. Is essentially what this spell was.
Delilah has a lot of herbs in her garden for different reasons. This is
What
one
are
of
these
them.
little cactuses?
They're cacti, first of all. I'm just staring at the cat.
See, these cactus are team players, so there's no I in cactuses.
Oh my god, we should all
But there
follow
is an
their
us.
example. Wow. I'm gonna cry. I'll fucking cry right here, right now.
Yeah, this is high Alexandria. But you guys make it to the Anderson house. The air and like the feeling of this house is very different at night. And it was already like radios cutting on, lights flickering, stuff was weird during the day. When you come up to the house, there is one light on upstairs in a bedroom.
Spooky.
anyone who is paying attention to the layout when you guys were walking around the house would know that the light is on in Emily's bedroom. What do you all want to do?
Alexandria's going to try to immediately get out of the car unless someone stops her.
Mars will.
I get to no longer look at my daytime encounter list and now pull up my nighttime encounter list
This
I
is so
generated for
dun,
this
dun,
house.
dun.
Not to get fully into the headspace, but I'm having a great time with you guys.
Mars will stop Alexandria from like leaving getting too far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, so I have a shotgun which doesn't do much against ghosts, but I do have salt rounds. So
Oh.
if I can know where he is, I can shoot him. So maybe we can do that whole thing where we pull him into reality again, because that worked real well last time. I mean, it was working really well last time.
But it
ended-
made him mad.
Well, yeah, because you could shoot him.
Alexandria
But if you want
wasn't
me to-
here for when that happened, by the way.
I know.
Oh, was that not the
Okay.
other?
No,
Yeah, that's
that
the
was
one shot.
the one shot with
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that this guy will get just as mad, though, based off his extreme reaction to me saying, pick on someone your own size, and him jumping into my body.
Yeah, he already seems kind of mad in a default way.
Now, when all this happened, when this discussion is happening, did Mercury and Delilah go into the house already?
I know better than to enter the house alone.
Yeah,
And I
Yeah,
have
Mercury
brought
is
the
there.
cat as well. Just in case, because she's kind of my warning system.
Thought you said
Jinxie.
hat.
Nah, a little Jinxie. Jinxie's got her setup going. She's got like a runed collar on. Hopefully protect her.
So cute.
Okay, do this. We can do this. Is gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be great.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be.
It'll work
Right.
out fine.
I'm really excited.
Let's roll to see what happens.
Mars
The
may
power
have
of
flashbacks.
ChatGTP telling me generate 10 encounters.
In a haunted house.
Yeah.
Pin.
Well, yeah, because it's a D10 system. So I don't pick up other dice.
So
Love
you
it.
roll a d10 to pick a random one.
Yeah,
Oh,
to see
got
what you
it.
come into.
Got it.
Yeah. All right. As you all enter the house, the door creaks and shuts.
On its own.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
You hear the chime of a grandfather clock.
Could I have brought a flashlight?
You definitely could have.
I have flares too.
This is modern time, right? Yeah, we have
Mhm.
phones.
You
Phone
definitely can
flashlights.
have phones.
I'm going to have one of those high power flashlights, like the ones that shine up bright up the night sky.
Mag light.
Obnoxious. Yeah, I have one of those. Please.
I will have a phone flashlight.
All right. Nice. It is currently just after 8 p.m.
Oh.
It's not the worst hour, but it's not the best.
Each action you do is going to be what you do for the next hour. Okay? I think that's just going to be the easiest.
So I think the first step is finding a shadow creature or
Going into Emily's
finding the
room,
prison.
probably.
So we need to turn the lights on.
I'll turn on every light as I pass by it.
All right. One sec. I'm filling out a table to keep track of all this.
He has a bingo sheet.
All right.
If you get bingo, do you get a bone?
All right. Everybody started with the grandfather clock chime. You're going to spend the first bit going around turning on all the lights. Is anyone going with you?
Well, as we're walking through, I'm not going by myself
Okay.
off anywhere on my own. It's just
Okay.
like, oh, here's the kitchen, light switch. Here's the hallway, light switch. Like I'm just, as we're going through, I'm turning on every single light.
Then what I'm going to need is anyone trained in investigation?
Nope.
I thought Alexandria was for some reason.
I am not. I am trained in education.
Okay.
I got
Oh, that's it.
larceny.
So I need everyone. Since no one's trained, I'm not going to do the untrained penalty, which I was going to give a plus 20 buff to everything anyways, because it's just noticing something. Everyone make a logic check.
Ooh.
Remember, Mars, you're at -5 to your logic, and Alexandria, you're at -10 to your logic.
I fail.
4.
I think Mars is too
Yeah.
busy like glancing over her shoulder constantly as she's walking around turning on the lights, freaking out a little bit.
43 of 60.
Okay.
65. So no.
No. Okay. So both Mercury and Delilah begin hearing the distant sound of a melody being played.
To tiptoe through the tulips.
I've got a brand new pair of rollers.
You know? Ooh.
It's Freebird.
No.
Africa.
8. This is Strauss,
Okay.
Artist's Life, Opera 3:16.
I'm not cultured enough for this.
Alexandria is, but she doesn't hear it.
I was going to say, those on the stream can actually hear it playing.
Oh, that's fun.
But it's this upbeat, chimey, like kind of rhythmic dun 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 dun. I'll just do a manual fade by taking the audio file and slowly turning it down. Yeah, there's a creepiness to it. Do you follow the music? Only 2 of you actually caught this. It's quite distant at this point.
Anybody hear that?
Mary, that's you that hears that.
Sorry, I
know.
All right. I will kind of say music, opera, I believe.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Unsettling.
A bit.
You want to track it down?
might be a
Should we
lure,
go near or far?
but well,
Wherever you are.
Jesus Christ.
I guess. Would I know of?
You know the song won't last forever.
I guess I'll go there. It might be some sort of apparition, hopefully.
Okay.
I'll head over and say, let's check it out just in case it's a friendly face. Doubt it is, but
It's
I'm
hopeful.
ready. Don't hear anything, but I'm ready.
All right.
Are, we're all going?
Do you
it's
really
usually
wanna split up?
safer.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Did
not
music?
split the party.
So, as you all are going, once it gets closer, when you step, you'll very quickly realize it's coming from upstairs.
Weird.
What if it's a trap to get us in a box?
It's a
Do-
trap.
Are you guys going up the stairs?
Cause the guy told me not to leave that room last time.
Okay.
So if we go in the room, are we stuck in the room forever?
That's not necessarily true. He just said he wants you in. He wants the patients in the room.
You call me a patient.
Well, I know, but that doesn't mean you're stuck in the room forever.
Okay.
I won't let him take you.
You can't stop it if you're
The
also in the
song
box.
has ended.
I've headed up there before
Okay.
that.
It wasn't stopped. I was
Okay.
just
Once you guys are about halfway up the steps, everyone can hear it as it's getting closer. It's not very loud, but it's coming from Emily's room,
yeah.
where in the center is a small music box that stops playing as soon as you see it.
I mean, the showmanship is incredible.
Is there anything weird about the box? Was it something that was there earlier that day, or does it seem to
You
have...
did not see it here earlier that day, and it's in the dead
Okay.
center of the room.
All right.
Does it look anything like an unfinished cage?
I mean, it looks like something. Looks like
I'll
amusement
go and-
box.
I'm gonna go touch it.
Okay. Are you gonna wind the music box?
I'd like to kind of investigate it first before I wind it.
Give me a logic check at -20.
I can always shoot it if that helps.
I don't know about that yet, but if something seems like it's going to hurt one of us, I'd certainly suggest shooting that.
Cool.
48. So that's 8 over.
Okay, so that is a fail.
Yep.
So you're just like, oh yeah, it's a music box.
Can I look at it? You know, I'm very good with artifacts.
I mean, yeah, you'd give me a logic -20. Or are you going to use your abilities? Do you have object?
Well-
Because you have object reading, don't you?
I have. No.
Okay, you don't have that from
What
your
would that be?
mysticism. It'd be one of
No,
your
I-
gifts.
Gifts. No,
Okay.
I did not even see that. Yeah, no.
Okay.
I have Sixth Sense, Psychometry, Telepathy, Rhythm of Life.
Yeah, no, okay.
So
But I'm just gonna do. That is a 41. That does not, with the -20, it's bad.
yeah, being
Wait.
untrained.
Fucking 1 over.
What is your positive trait?
Obsessive.
I'll allow it. So that would give you plus
Oh!
10, meaning you're now 9 under.
Fantastic.
You catch that there's kind of scratching in the bottom. Not so much carved in, but almost like when someone draws enough with a pencil on a piece of wood, it etches into the wood. So someone who didn't have the ability to carve into it, it says Amelia. But the graphite itself has been worn away.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That is the name of the girl from the journal you found last week.
Okay. Hi, Amelia.
You wind
It's
the
Alexandria.
box.
Oh, yeah, but I'm gonna like just say hi, and I'm trying to like be very fun and safe.
But yeah, you say hi, there's no response.
I'm just gonna wind it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna keep talking.
That's fine. You wind it, eventually it clicks where it's fully wound. I assume, are you opening it to play it?
Yeah.
Is everyone else staying in the room while all of this is happening with Alexandria?
Yes, I am for sure. Especially as soon as I heard about Amelia. I'm on watch. If I feel like there's any weirdness, I'll turn third eye on.
Okay.
But I don't want to piss off anything just yet, especially if whatever this entity that showed Amelia's box here, it might be able to interact with us easier, and I don't want to beckon something here and stop that interaction.
I'm also next to everybody so that I can shoot ghosts.
And Mercury.
Yeah, probably looking over Alex's shoulder.
Yeah, sure. So as the music begins to play, the lights in the room flicker a bit. And then peeking from around the door, first you see this like long black hair. And then the eyes of a young girl, somewhere between like 12 and 15, looking in, seeing all of you, and kind of in this white, like tattered, slightly filthy white gown, kind of looking side to side, moving very closely but quickly towards you. She runs
we all
up.
see her?
Yes, you all see her, but as she moves, she kind of flickers and distorts. But she kind of scurries up to you.
Amelia?
And yeah.
Hi.
Hi, did you do it?
We're trying to fix it right now.
And the lights begin to flicker more. She looks like, you didn't. And she runs away. Are you still having the music play? Because the lights are going to start flickering a lot harder. And this roaring sound is going to get louder.
I'm like holding it, like looking, like, should I close it? Should I close it?
Shutting it. I'm shutting it.
Shut.
As it shuts, everything goes completely still for a moment. All of the lights in the house off again.
Turn on my mag light.
Well, I guess we know how to summon it.
Amelia, are you still here?
I don't think she's coming back. I think she's afraid of whatever is trying to catch her.
Yeah. Okay.
We need to get rid of the thing first.
It was referred to as a child of darkness. No, I'm confused.
It's bound to a child.
We can Also,
if we can figure out a way to unbind it, then we should be
Or-
able to.
Find it to something else.
I don't know.
are you
I need
guys
to.
walking the house as you're saying this, or what's going on?
I think we're trying to stay in the safe zone room
Mhm.
if
All right.
possible.
You did say when things got dangerous, you want to open up your third eye. Do you still want to do that?
Do I feel Amelia's presence is gone? Because I don't want to endanger Amelia.
Everything shut off when you closed that lid.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna open it because we need to know if something's coming, and yeah, let me roll.
All right.
We turned the light on in here, right?
No, all the
That's-
lights are off.
All the lights
Oh.
had been cut
I had
off.
my mag light on.
Oh, that's right.
I got a 35 out of like 70
All right.
for mysticism.
When you open your third eye at night, this bedroom looks very, very different. Nikki, I sent you a warning. I think her headphones are completely off. Doing a quick content chat. All right. Nikki cannot hear this. You see a very different room. It is filled with antique dolls that seem to follow. They all seem to be staring at you. In every corner of the room. Except one thing. In the dead center of the room is an easel with a half-finished painting of a building.
I finished the painting.
You do not see this because you do not have your third eye.
Oh yeah, shit.
Can I make a check of like, is this painting enchanted? I want to like check this out.
Mm-hmm. Give me a mysticism check.
55 of 70.
Give me a willpower check. That was also a 55. That was a critical success.
18 out of 60.
Do you want to let Amelia finish what she was doing?
Is it going to help, or can I tell if it's a help thing?
It's letting Amelia finish what she was doing. This would be helping Amelia.
If it's helping Amelia, then yeah, I'll let her
Yes.
finish. Because I don't feel like she's the problem here from what I've experienced.
Now with the lights off, except the mag light, you guys can't see stuff too much. Delilah steps out from the light. And once you get lights trained back on her, Delilah's there, but she has this very vacant posture to her. You can only see her back. She is standing in front of an easel with a painting. Delilah, from your perspective, Amelia comes in and puts her hand on yours and starts helping you finish the painting. Delilah, to everyone else's perspective, begins slowly tracing her hand over the painting, and where it's going, blood is filling. Also, one sec, I need the message. Need to let Nikki know that everything's okay now. We're not discussing those.
Yep.
But yeah. So as you see Delilah from behind, she's tracing her hand along the canvas, and her fingers are almost bleeding the ink or paint onto the canvas, painting it.
Can I assist?
How would you like to assist?
If I can see the canvas,
You can now. It has been brought into this world again.
I want to help finish the painting because it's very clear that this is the unfinished thing I need to help with.
Yes. So,
Can I use my tattoo gun?
honestly, I would let you use Arcana because of your specific school of Arcana. You have a background in making art. It's just typically on a body instead of a canvas.
Wait, where did I drop my other dice? Okay, I'll just roll this one twice, I guess, because
Yeah.
goodness.
First is 10s, second is 1s.
That's awful then. I rolled a 7 first. 70. That's wait, it's Arcana, so
Arcana in your school.
okay, is that gonna be logic or willpower for this? For its magic, it's willpower, right?
You're not casting, so let it be logic. Or is willpower higher?
Willpower's higher.
I'm going to lean in your favor for this for the creative use, so we'll go
Okay,
willpower.
then that's on 70, exactly.
Okay, because you're not so much casting a spell as using your abilities with magic to help. So you go helping. Alexandria, Mars, anything you do as you're seeing this?
She's not doing this out loud, but Alexandria is playing Pictionary and is trying to guess what it is.
Okay. Give me an education check. So roll logic. Because language is not going to help. Mars, anything you want to do?
Mars is keeping a lookout for any danger coming towards them.
Okay.
What is it?
All right. We'll double check. Yeah. I think we set it as the Southwest Baltimore Heights Hospital. But yeah. You will recognize that they are beginning to paint the asylum that used to be here.
Ooh.
When the three of you, Delilah, Mercury, and Amelia, finish the painting, it's kind of this oil painting of the asylum. One of the windows is lit, and in it is a dark figure painted in. This is where we are going on break.
Ooh.
Be right back in about 10 minutes. Really good cliffhanger. Do we just want to do Disney trivia? Because this ain't happening.
How dare you? No, I want to play the game. I want to play the
Yes,
game.
we are here. We got this. Let's go.
You're a time traveling corpse?
I apparently.
That is awesome.
Now this one wasn't me.
It's not our fault.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
He is so excited and is bouncing so much. Like, there's so much excited bouncing.
Obviously, everyone's into anarchy.
Yeah, you cannot be.
He's so cool.
My world is crumbling around me.
Nice to meet you and explode with you.
I suppose that is nice, yes.
Might have better.
Fuck you.
I knew we weren't gonna get off scot-free from murdering someone.
Yeah.
tear my seams apart for you. You tell me every little lie is true. Oh yeah. But I listen to the heartbeat on the floor. I feel out every breath just like before. You can't take it anymore. Where you gonna go tonight? Why don't you wanna wait it out? I don't know what you're running for. All you wanna do is fight. Why don't you wanna make it right? You don't know what you're running for. We don't know what we're running for. I miss when we were teenage girls and our tomboy t-shirts. When life was good and the worn-out sneakers. When we were fine about the complications. Those were the days in the tomboy t-shirts. The Information Superhighway. Newcom. Nice of you to join us.
When average teenager Arthur Padrone finds out he's the reincarnation of King Arthur of Camelot, he, Merlin, and Lancelot go on a road trip to find the other Knights of the Round Table before danger catches up to them in this comedy fiction podcast. Listen to Friday Night Fights wherever you get your podcasts.
Dude, Halson.
All right, we are live. Okay. So, as we come back, Delilah, with the help of Mercury, while channeling Amelia, finishes this painting. In the window of, or in one of the windows of the asylum you just painted, is a dark figure. What do you do?
Shine the light on it, on the I ask Mars to shine the light on the canvas. I don't know if it does anything, but do it.
Does not.
Damn. Thought it
And
might
I
be the
can't see
riddle.
it better now.
Because I still have third eye open.
Oh, you do so. Give me a fresh mysticism check, because third eye is concentration. You've been possessed and then depossessed, so.
I'm gonna use a bone to re-roll because that was a 94, and I just don't want that. Much better. That is a 50 out of 60.
Through your vision,
Or
it
if
is
it's
no
mysticism, it's 70.
longer the room with all of the dolls in it.
That.
Yeah. It's no longer that. You do see the painting. There's a dark aura coming off the painting. If you look closely at the lit window, there are bars across the window when you look in the third eye.
Does it feel like there's an entity within
It
the
is
painting?
holding something for sure.
Okay. As like my eyes are that milky color. Gee, there's a dark aura on the painting, and there's bars in the window. It's holding something. Don't know if that's what it looks like for you guys.
I look at the painting.
I think we're supposed to burn something.
Oh, okay.
I was told to burn it. I don't remember anything else.
Like this painting?
Does Moss not remember? Does Mercury not remember?
Moss does not remember. Moss was just reminded, but
Yeah,
it
the
was
Magi
vague.
told you to capture it and burn it.
The painting?
So the painting?
To capture it and burn it.
I'm supposed to
I'm assu-
capture it and burn it.
I'm assuming it means the shadow creature.
We captured.
Yeah, it was referring to the shadow entity that had strayed, so yes.
Well, it's behind the bars now in the painting.
Oh.
Yeah, no one
So
else
we
sees
burn-
bars unless you have a third eye open, but yeah.
Do I feel Amelia?
Not currently. She's likely hiding again.
I'm just gonna say, Amelia, we have it trapped in this.
Before we say that, do we want to turn the music box on to see if we have it trapped?
You want to turn the music box on before you burn the painting?
I'm
Yes.
afraid it might get out if we do that.
But
Should
it would be sure that we trapped it, and it's not just a visualization of it being trapped.
Should we burn the painting and then open the music box?
But then we wouldn't have the painting.
Is there a check we can make to discern what a better process, like what?
Yeah,
process
give me an
to go with?
Arcana check.
Gotta help.
Or anyone could give me an education check for
I'll do that.
occultism or supernatural study. It would be logic Arcana as well, not willpower, because you're not casting, you're knowing.
Does this count as Umbra Arcana?
Yes, yours could count as Umbra Arcana. We're dealing with shadow creatures.
I got
Cool. 42.
37.
All right. So all of you know that if you can tie a spirit or something like that to an object and burning it, you will essentially banish it, which would be very good. The 42, I think, was the highest roll that was successful. Okay. So that means, Delilah, you will also realize, especially since it was
That wasn't
Arcana.
me, that was Moss.
Oh, that was Moss. Sorry. Moss, you'll also realize that with this, if this music box is summoning Amelia and the things following, having it trapped, it's a gamble. Having it trapped means you might definitely know it's in there because the painting's going to start going nuts. Or you might enrage it to the point that it breaks its bonds. And then you got to make new bonds.
If we try to play the music, it might break out. We should
That's
burn
what I was
the
worried of.
painting, yeah.
All right, let's have a bonfire.
All right.
I can pull out a flare.
Now, also, those of you who know magic well enough will know, yeah, like just burning it could help. But if you want to make sure with like a cleansing ritual, you could also do that.
Yeah, we could work together and do some
Oh yeah, we got time.
pyro.
Look, the last time I did a cleansing ritual, I destroyed a part of the fairy world. I don't know if I want to do that again.
Since you know it's a being of the shadow courts, that does mean that I would allow Umbra to count as the school of magic for this banishing spell.
Ooh, umbral fire. Oh, then I could channel.
Oh, you could channel. That's right. Yeah, basically do a dark flame to burn this thing.
Yeah, like the thing in my picture.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which means it will reveal, anyone who sees you do it will reveal that you can do sorcery, which is not human.
Do I care about that?
No.
No.
I already know that answer. No, you don't.
Let's see. I'm just reading the channel real quick.
So how channeling works is a crit fail's real fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
A failure just means it fails. But it's just a roll. Like it's not trying to get up to 100.
Is this low level? Because I can't channel if it's not low. I have to do a roll if it's not.
Yeah. So no, basically how channeling works with that, with the no rolls and stuff, is you can channel low or mid. If you spend a bone, you turn mid into a low. And if it's low and you spend a bone, you don't have to roll at all.
Okay.
This would probably be mid.
So I'm going to spend a bone to make that low.
Okay, so that means I think, no, let me double check what if it's no penalty or a -10. Low is -10. All right.
So it's a even 60 willpower check.
Yep. You
Cool.
make it, you roll under 60, you're good.
And I help if or like pay attention and like spend a bone to help if they
You
need it.
could spend a bone to help if need be. Yes.
Okay.
That is a 98.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
why
spend
just
a bone to
the
help.
bone?
Thank you for the bone.
It's like, no, remember, just take a deep breath. You channel. We worked on this.
Mm-hmm. As you begin channeling, the shadow magic in you starts to just overcome you.
31.
Your sister calming you.
No, 37. But
And all of a sudden, you see this umbra flame, like a little fireball, form in Mercury's hand, a black flame. And then you can just kind of throw it at the painting. And the painting will essentially immediately just burn to ash in an instant.
Does it look different in the with third eye?
Oh, yeah, looking at her in the third eye. As she's doing this, a taller cloaked figure whose face you can't see, wrapped in shadows, is behind Mercury, doing the same motions as Mercury as it happens.
Good to know.
But the painting is burned.
Okay. Well, that was interesting.
And it feels gone now, like just looking in that. Okay.
Yeah, that painting, through the third eye, when you see it hit, essentially like a fissure opens under the painting and just rips
Perfect.
an entity down.
Do I get a bone back now? Or do I have to meet with him?
You have to meet with him.
Okay.
Because that's just what happens when you channel, is you're channeling because of him.
Yeah, I
That's
just
not you
wanted to know if,
RPing a
like,
scene with him.
I immediately get the bone after doing the thing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think it's safe now if you want to use the music box.
Okay. I'll open it.
As you open it, the music starts playing again. This time, there isn't just like a hair. You hear the barefoot running. That's once. And then a second time, and then the head peeks out, seeing you, and scurries up to you. Were you able to? And she sees the ash of the paint. Thank you. And she starts like crying. Just thank you. Thank you. And she hugs each of you. Who is holding the journal?
I think I had it in my pack.
Hugs each of you, and she finally hugs Delilah. And as she hugs you, she says, I can finally go home. And she dissolves, like kind of just disappears. And you hear a slight fluttering sound as like falling through the air is a piece of paper by Delilah.
I'll just catch it.
It is half of a page.
Is it the finishing of the Knight of Pentacles?
It is.
Interesting.
So there's a bunch of like notes in the margins and stuff, and essentially the back is the Knight of Pentacles. The other side of the page was a diagram, which is definitely a map. It doesn't seem to be roads. It seems to be tunnels. But it's leading, and there's some notes of he came from here. But where this lines up, if it's even in Baltimore, let alone where in Baltimore, that is stuff you would have to research and figure out. But you do have it completed now.
I'm going to turn my third eye off. I don't think I really need it on. Or I'll do a quick sweep of the house just to make sure everything's okay.
When you turn the third eye off, the note that says he came from here is not visible without your third eye.
Okay. Excellent.
Y'all, we gotta start using our third eyes. You know, Mary, keep doing this.
You're the only one who can. Playing my character.
It's just the two of you.
Huh? Is it just okay?
Yeah,
you know what?
The seeker and the keeper doing two opposite jobs.
You know what? I truly just
5 versus 5.
Truly just burned myself. So let's just move on.
No, we burned the painting.
But as she dissolves also, a calmness settles over the entire house. Now, unknown to you, a calmness has settled over many houses. Because the warden had many patients.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think this is a cause for celebration.
Nick, you'll hate the reference, but I should have had the room full of dolls, all the dolls wearing hospital gowns. Even Mary's just like,
Anyway.
no.
Why would you? Why?
Moving on.
Narratively, it's great.
Yeah.
I think we need to rest and figure out what we're telling this family. Because not many people are very accepting of a ghost was haunting my child. May I suggest the gas leak?
Fine.
But if we say it's a gas leak, they're not going to tell their friends to hire us when they have ghost problems. And we really need the money.
Well, I have ways, if you need it, of getting other jobs. And frankly, I don't think anyone on this street will be having any more problems.
I mean, it doesn't sound as cool, and I didn't get to shoot anything, which is kind of ridiculous, honestly.
There's always a next time.
Do you want to go shoot at some beer cans?
No, I want to shoot it like a werewolf or something.
I can draw a werewolf on it.
If we tell them it was just a gas leak, isn't that gonna feel really gaslighty?
Well, would you rather have their child terrified of supernatural entities haunting their dreams and sleep?
We don't
Yeah,
have
but they
that
can
they were
also learn
illuminating.
that they can be dealt with.
We can
And
tell
that
them.
might bring solace to their nightmares.
I mean, we can tell them that there was a little girl who needed our help, and thanks to Emily, we were able to help her.
I like that.
That sounds safe.
And nothing's
And
gonna
Emily
bother
was
them
trying
anymore.
to keep her safe. Or Amelia.
Amelia was trying to keep Emily safe.
Yeah.
Guys can do that, but there are others that might catch on and you might get under fire for such things.
It's
There's
just
those that don't want this information out.
we're not telling her any details about it being a ghost. We're just saying that another little girl helped, and Emily was very brave and helpful.
Oh no. There we go. All fixed.
And maybe give her Amelia's music box.
I would be scared of giving a child something so tied to the spirit realm.
That's
personally.
I was just gonna say, whenever you feel scared, you can just play the music.
Then I would get one from Walmart.
I mean, you can order one off Etsy at least.
Support small businesses, everybody. But yeah.
I just don't like the gas leak one because kids are smarter than that.
I also think the parents were kind of aware because they did call ghost hunters.
Yeah.
Right? So
well, she was desperate at that point, and I think I was.
People would rather believe something is fixable rather than nebulous. In my,
we saged it. It's fine. That's what we tell them.
And what's to stop it from happening again?
Just call us again.
They didn't call anybody to sage it the first time or do any cleansing, so we just tell them we cleansed it.
Listen, I feel comfortable giving them my phone number. So I think that I will do that. And then they can call me and I can either come on down, get you guys to come on down, walk you through it. Maybe, you know, me and Sarah could like go out for coffee sometime. She seems really cool. I could ask her more about, you know, the experiences that she's had. Casually, I'm not gonna like bring anything else up. I just mean like I want to have a conversation with her about like anything and everything in her life.
Possibly a boundary crossing issue.
Well, I would
work healthy work-life balance.
This isn't my job. This is just a hobby.
It's your business. You guys can do whatever you want. It was just a word of advice.
All right.
Out of curiosity, having grown up in a family with a hunter, how would they have handled it normally in the past? Would they have told the truth, or would they have made up a bullshit excuse?
It's kind of halfway in the middle. Like, validate their fears. Like, yes, there was a haunting, but like not, oh, we went on a drug trip to go talk to an otherworldly entity, and this thing, there was not only a ghost, but something hunting the ghost that was more powerful and all that. No, like, yeah, there was a haunting and we dealt with it and everything should be fine. If anything, if there's any other issues, feel free to call, but we feel confident.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing. The combo with the little girl was just to give the little girl some confidence in the matter. And not give like too much detail away or anything, but just be like, hey, you're gonna be good now.
Recommend a therapist.
Dolly, are you taking more patients? Do you want children patients?
Yeah,
this just totally makes me want to play a paranormal investigator that's a therapist, and my entire clientele is just picking up the victims from my cases.
How do you think Delilah's gotten this far?
That's
honestly.
true.
The grind never
I'll
stops.
say, I'm fine taking her on.
God, but Delilah's the keeper, so she then just like slowly gaslights them into like
I wouldn't gaslight them, but I would try and say to make sure that they would get past that moment in their life and not delve further into it.
Yeah, redirect them away from the paranormal afterwards.
Correct. What happened to them happened to them. That's no excuse. But how Delilah would do it is tell the parents it's a gas leak, take the child on, and explain things to the child.
Hell yeah, fuck the parents. Fuck adults, am I right?
All right.
Stick it to the old people.
So we will do a quick covering of the rest of this night.
I'm an old person.
Yeah. Of the rest of this night before we clear everything, because it is rough. It's a little after midnight at this point, which was also really good because the first encounter of the clock chiming you never got to because I rolled for how long, and it's 5 hours. After 5 hours, you were going to have a time loop, and you guys were not getting out of this house until you solved it because of that encounter that came up. And because it's the first encounter, it means everything will reset.
Oh man, you better keep that in your pocket. I love a good time loop.
I think I've used them enough.
I want more.
I guess I have a question. Would you guys, Delilah would pose, hey, these 2 items are rather magical. Do you have any safe spot to keep these?
Yes. I mean, I'm sure that
they have a closet.
Well,
or a closet.
Well, it's not my living room. There's a separate, technically it's the guest bedroom, but it's not a guest bedroom. It's specifically like the little, I have like display cases of like some stuff that I've like collected over the years. But they're all in like separate like cases. So like, they're not going to like intertwine unless they become friends. Yeah. That sounded fake, but they are.
I have a contact in the Hunters Guild that might know people who can guard things.
Well, the only reason I was saying I have a room specifically for these types of things.
Can I see it?
Maybe one day.
All right.
You can't do this to me.
I think Mars, still slightly drunk and also like running on an adrenaline high because they survived this shadow thing, says, how do you keep getting hotter? Under her breath, but probably says it a little too loud.
Are you warm? Is it hot in here?
Yeah, it's really warm.
All right. So as the evening winds, we are going to end with Delilah for a very good reason. But Alexandria, what do you do after everybody disperses for the night? I assume tomorrow's when you're going to tell the family, because again, super late.
Yes. I am. I mean, I think that I'm sure I have Sarah's number. I will at least text her and say, good news.
It's midnight though.
I'm gonna text her.
There's never a wrong time for safety.
Yeah. I'm just gonna let her know, like, call me when you wake up, or call us when you wake up. It's good news. Everything's okay.
All right. Mars and Mercury, I assume, are going home together.
Yeah.
Is there anything Mars is doing when you guys get home, or just crashing? Because you did like get drunk and then take a lot of drugs and have a very weird night.
I think she tries to find more liquor, and then Minerva just like possesses her temporarily and makes her go to bed.
I was gonna say Mercury was gonna give her a vodka bottle that was just water.
Mercury, are you going to make contact with anyone?
Yeah, because I did the thing.
Yes. So once your sister's passed out, and if this were a TV show, we're going to kind of intersperse yours with Delilah's, but we'll cover most of yours first. As you're in the mirror and you're tattooing under, and then you just kind of feel a hand on your shoulder and you can see the reflection behind you. You did good, Acolyte.
Yay. I was worried for a second.
Not only did you burn the traitor, but you did so with my hand. I appreciate that. You have done well. Were you able to secure the map to our court? And at that point, we are going to cut to Delilah. You said you have a place that's warded. But if you made permanent wards, you'd be taking a -10 to one of your stats to having done permanent magic. But we can definitely say you know of a room that has that. As Delilah goes to a door in the Baltimore sewer system, a series of tunnels you may need a map for. The door itself is painted onto a brick wall. But when you put your hand to it and trace the arcane sigil for shadow, it glows, and the bricks themselves reform into a doorway to an evening sky in a forested wood. Delilah, do you simply put the journal on the other side of the door and leave, or what are you doing?
I was muted. I figured it out. I'm gonna go check in. It's been a little while, and they need to know this stuff is happening.
So as Delilah walks in to this forested wood of shadow, we cut back to Mercury. You were just told, did you get the shadow, or did you retrieve the map to our court?
What map?
The one you hunted. What was inexcusable is they led a mortal unprepared to a doorway to our court. They recorded it in a journal.
The little girl's journal?
So you have it
Shit.
then.
I know who has it. I can get it. Probably.
I would hope
Hopefully.
so.
I
You
didn't
now know what happened to the last one, who let our secrets slip through their fingers, Acolyte. And the lights flicker, and the Magi is gone.
Fuck.
Cutting back to Delilah. Walking in, I am going to see who is here to meet you.
Ooh, you pull it out the binder.
Oh, well. In this wood, stands an old woman, hunched over, hair a mess, in rags. Ah, child, you return to my home.
I have gifts, don't worry.
I do enjoy a gift. What is it you bring to me?
I'll show the music box and the journal.
Oh. I know someone who has been looking for this page. I knew two, but one of them is not a bother anymore.
You're welcome.
Yes. We have our secrets, child. I will keep the box, but return the book. One of your friends has more in common with you than you think.
That's what I was afraid of.
She speaks for the Magi. But this poor old hermit doesn't know much now, does she? We all have plans, dear.
And she can be trusted with it.
It does not matter if she can be trusted. If she can, it'll reach its home. If she can't, she'll be dead.
Guess that
A
solves that problem.
self-correcting problem, exactly, dear. Now, I could keep it, but it is your friend. Or could be your friend.
As much as I love pissing off the Magi, I'll give it back.
Good. There's much more to do with all of you finding your ways together. And one more thing, dear.
Mm-hmm.
The 1,000 Masks are aware of her. If she joins with them, we don't know what may happen of her.
I came here as a sign of good faith, and you're giving me a job?
It is not a job, it is a warning, a sign of good faith, and I give you good tidings. Well, ill tidings for good intentions. it is your choice what to do. You simply choose not to do it, then you know you did not. I offer no punishment for inaction, and I offer no reward for action, merely actions that are happening this very night, child.
I'll find them. I will find them. Good luck.
The shadows do not need luck, child.
And
maybe you should get yourself back to reality.
I will then leave the area, and I'm gonna go to Mercury.
The Mercury, as you're there, just like fuck. You're muted.
I immediately if we exchange numbers, right? Probably. I'm gonna text Delilah. Do you have that book? I kind of really need it. Or I might get burned in a painting, probably. I don't know. So that's the text message I sent.
I will just say, I'm outside.
Thank you. And I go outside.
How dare you not pick up Mars when our hot therapist is outside?
And I
I'm
think
not thinking about that at the moment.
Delilah's just sitting like on the hood of the car with the journal in hand.
Mercury's a little shaken. You didn't happen to see like a map in there?
I did.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Why do you want it?
The last person that, he said that they brought a mortal there, and I think the mortal was the girl, and that's why the warden got in trouble. And so if I don't get it back, I'm gonna get in trouble.
How the hell did you get roped into the Magi?
He was already summoned, and we tried to close the portal. It was this or die, I think.
We need to get you out of that.
Coming from around a corner of a building is a man in an ankle-length duster, kind of swept back but slightly spiky, blonde hair, stubble, narrow features, but small, round, yellow, lensed glasses. You do need to get out of that.
Delilah, do you know who this guy is?
Do I know who this guy is?
You can give me a logic check.
Yeah. I got a 59 of 60.
Oh my god!
Delilah's so smart.
This is because I couldn't roll above a 10 on Sunday. Like, I had a boss fight, and the boss couldn't roll above a 10. It was sad.
You've dealt with him. before. His name is Percival McVeigh.
Sick.
He works for the Thousand Masks. Oh. Hello. What is it now, Delilah? Mercury, we've been keeping an eye on you. And we would like to help you. Maybe get out of your dealings. It seems you begin to be aware of the trouble you're in, but we're people who can help. And he kind of like magic trick flourishes this gold foil business card. Order of the Thousand Masks.
And for those of us that forgot, they are.
You haven't been told.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Well, you were part of it in the world building.
Yeah, and I was busy world building. I mean, character building and zoned out. Probably drawing Mars at the time. Who knows?
All right. Since how well you knew with Percival McVeigh, you know some stuff. You've also been clued in how long you've been around. The Thousand Masks is one of the other big factions in the world. Shadow Court isn't big everywhere in the world. There's 50 courts. But the Thousand Masks are former avatars or acolytes of Visages who have gotten out of their deals and try to help others. Think of them as... Let's see, how's a good way to do this? They're a secret society that has some to do with you because they're trying to keep Visages secret. Mainly so that they don't get worship and don't get power. Some of the Visages are good, but finding out about one leads down to others, and there are many dark paths, many shadowy paths, especially in Baltimore, where the Council of Shadows has literal doors to their court, or the Court of Shadows has literal doors to them. So think of them as... I'm trying to think of a good description.
Like the Men in Black?
No.
No. That wouldn't work.
Oh, yeah. Think of it as kind of Constantine and a paladin fused together.
Gross.
Paladin more so in that actually much more cares about saving others.
Oh, okay.
And wiping out darkness much more so than the Christianity side of it. Constantine in the fact that he got this way by being damaged and broken by supernatural beings, which means many of them also have addictions and have their own demons, because the people who survive being an acolyte to eldritch beings are not well off, ever.
I'll just say Percy can help you out of this predicament, and the sooner you leave, the less you pay. Take it from someone that wished they left sooner.
Yeah.
Is it really okay?
Are you asking Delilah or Percival?
Kind of both.
Okay. Well, Delilah, if you were more willing to put your neck on the line, well, I'm not going to say we get everything for a
But
year.
my pretty little neck is so important to me. Anywhere else they can stab, I don't care.
Stab, slit, choke. You know how they roll. But don't scare the newbie. We would love to help you, Mercury. But you also stand in a very fortuitous place. You're attached to the Magi, and the council, why I keep saying that, and the Court of Shadows is currently down a member, thanks to a little banishment, which means there will be scrambling, and everybody talks to the Magi for advice. How would you feel about... How would we put this?
I'm not great at lying.
No. No. Well, yes, if you're not great at lying, you picked a very poor court of friends.
It wasn't a choice.
I'm sure. Do you know what makes the Court of Shadows different from any of the other courts of the cosmos?
Shadow.
Yes. In a cosmic sense. They're deceptions. Everything's a lie, Mercury. What do you know of the Magi, typically?
What I know of tarot?
Yes, that is a tool we've used to help familiarize some with dealings.
Knowledge?
Mm-hmm.
But it's also one step up from the fool.
It is. They normally shape the fool, guide them.
Rude.
This is the Magi's dark reflection. Where you find knowledge, instead there's secrets. Where you find guidance, there is instead manipulation. Infraction or not, you were just talked into desecrating. They don't truly die after all, but desecrating a visage. Us here, and I would assume your haggard friend, Delilah, as they always seem to know what's going on. There's a reason we still interact with you.
haggard.
You're tied to the hermit. They don't talk with the others. It's safe. Instead of seclusion, the dark reflection of a hermit, by the way, Mercury, is a bit of a busybody in everyone's business, but still socially outcast, so we're willing to play nice, as you like to say. Delilah, I assume you're with me that the Magi is not going to admit they're the ones behind the death of a member of their own court.
Oh, they're going to blame Mercury 100%.
110%.
And then other people from the Court of Shadow will be after you
Yes.
and your sister for the rest of your lives. So,
You
I don't know, is
do
killing a
have
visage?
the map, don't you?
Yeah.
So you killed the knight to gain entry into the Court of Shadows to win your freedom from the Magi, or take it by force, whatever narrative you would want to tell. That's what'll be happening come tomorrow. is, you could give me the map.
Don't know you.
Exactly. What would tie me to you, Mercury?
Who is your
In a
visage?
moment, you see, as he adjusts his glasses, the yellow. It's not gold. It's a copper tint. And you're catching hints of silver accents. Why don't you just have some trust in fate, Mercury? And let
Penny says I
justice
trust him.
and let justice be served.
But I did burn the Kaido.
Would you like to go to court and plead your case to beings beyond mortal comprehension?
Not particularly.
Very well, then. The longer we are here, the more likely scries will see us.
Delilah?
I took the book from you for a reason. I didn't want you to have it, because I was scared something like this would happen. Now it's confirmed, so they can either come after me, or they can come after you. Because if he takes it, it'll just be assumed that I'm meddling again.
I bring good tidings then, Delilah. And he gives this flourishing bow. You do know there is one court we work with to fix things and set things right. I have heard recently of your discussions with the Reaper. Now again,
I like that guy.
Mercury, would you like to trust in fate and let justice be served?
Yes.
For the second time tonight. I can only be so clear, child.
I hand the thing.
Thank you. There are many hands and gears at play. Some of you are more aware of this than others. If you seek aid, Mercury, you have my card. Otherwise, fall in line for your own survival, and we will be seeing each other again. And he walks, and as he turns the corner, you hear the faint sound of a grandfather clock's chime.
What does fall in line mean?
What it means is stop fucking with the Magi. I know sometimes it feels like there's no other option. There's always another option. And should they bother you, let me know. Don't answer their call. Don't. Find something else. Find the 1,000 masks. Do something before you can't get out and something bad happens. This is that first step.
Okay. Thank you.
And if you say this to anyone, I will deny.
Say what?
Good job.
And
My
that,
sister's gonna kill me if I came out here to talk to you without telling her.
and on good job, we end this week's session. You have now finished a case, which means you all gain an advance.
I'm gonna take investigation.
I was gonna say the exact same thing, but now I think I want to add another one.
Will
To
also state
education.
this is all going to get cut for the podcast, but for the live show, it can be. Because of what we've established, Mary, do you want to shift Delilah to actually secretly have been a devoted to the hermit?
Yeah.
Dope.
So that means you're now actually a shadowed, you're a devoted, so you have to have scenes with the hermit. And we've established yours, like you can't just do it through like a mirror or something. Because the Magi, of course, can like talk long distances. You gotta go to her in the sewers to have your scenes and get your bones back if you need to do it to get bones back. Or follow
Absolutely.
tasks she gives.
Where's the list of advances?
So advances, as we get all this covered, it's at the end of the character creation chapter. Oh, I literally just had it. Advancement rewards is page 55. I will say, now that number of milestones reached, Mary and Ashton are now at 1 milestone reached. Nikki and Moss, you're at 2 milestones reached, which means you're technically rank 2. So you guys still can raise an ability score by 5%, train a new skill, raise a skill by +1 level, gain a new perk, a new positive descriptor, erase a negative descriptor, but you have to have at least one. You guys haven't gained more. Gain a new manifestation at level 1 if you're shadowed. Raise a manifestation by +1 to the maximum, and +1 bone to your bone pile up to the maximum. For rank 1 characters, which is Mary and Ash, you guys can't have any skills or manifestations above 1. Your bone file max is 5. For Nikki and Moss, you guys can now raise skills up to 2 if you want to be even better at a skill.
I can be better with my shotgun that's been so useful so far.
You could.
You've been doing great with that shotgun.
Right? I've
You're
killed
killing it.
so many things. Mostly my spirit and my liver.
I feel like since I have gotten a little bit scared by the Umbra, I'm gonna put training into Kara Artist.
Nice. So you're actually rank 2 Kara Artist.
Yeah.
Now, worth noting, once you can get to rank 3, which is after like 6 milestones, to get rank 3, because that's when you get to do high magic, you will have to research and successfully perform 3 high magic Kira Artist spells before you can officially take rank 3 Kira Artist.
Okay. Does that change percentage?
Yeah,
rank
every
three?
rank is plus 10%.
Cool.
Do I take mysticism again, or do
You could.
Do you think that
You could.
You think that she?
Now that you just got told that your dad's not dead,
That's fair. That's fair.
so you don't have like all your mysticism because you're not jumping it all the way up. You only got 1 advancement, but like you can start opening your third eye again.
I think I might take that instead of investigation.
Okay, since
Just 'cause she
Ashton
hasn't
took
made-
invest.
I'll
yeah.
take investigation, yeah.
Question.
Yep.
If I go devoted, does my death defiance go away?
No. Devoted
Okay.
removes your illuminated perks, so you're no longer a keeper. And you
Okay.
lose your keeper perk, and you lose all the extra stuff you can do with bones as an illuminated.
Okay.
But instead, as a devoted, you get anytime you basically have a scene being devoted to the hermit, you get your thing. And then I believe you get, since you lose all of the bone stuff for illuminated,
I get a manifestation.
You get a
if I remember
manifestation,
right.
which for anyone paying attention listening right now, that is because we made the conscious choice that everyone starts illuminated, and then when the story can reveal or forcibly changes someone into a shadow, then they can pick a shadowed character. And I know Mary was wanting to essentially be a caster anyways, because you can take channeling, but you got to pick a school of magic for your channeling.
Okay.
But with that, and everybody watching, thank you everybody for hanging out with us as they figure out character advancements and stuff. And Friday, we are back with new Weird Web episodes. Next Tuesday, we have session 4 of Sigil and Shadow. And like, guys, I think Sigil and Shadow is here to stay. This game's fucking fun. This game's rad.
It's very fun.